Humanity has never unanimously agreed on something in its entire history of existence. There's people that don't believe in dinosaurs. People fucking unironically believe the world is flat and that the snow is not real and the snow that we get is just plastic or toxic chemicals that are making their dicks smaller. There is never been a case where everyone in the world agrees on something until Jeffrey Epstein died in prison. You see, everyone in the world pretty much agrees that he was killed. There's the huge meme, Jeffrey Epstein didn't commit suicide. Somehow, this has united humanity, at least in some small way, in the belief that Jeffrey Epstein's death was at least fishy. Now, what does that have to do with today's video of a boomer telling the worst lie that's ever been recorded? Well, it's because that boomer is Prince Andrew, and he's facing child sex charges in wake of Jeffrey Epstein's case coming to light. And here he is defending himself with the worst fucking lying I've ever seen. Everyone's lied. You know, I'm sure some of you have lied about eating the last cookie in your mom's cookie jar, but no one has ever told a lie less convincing than Prince Andrew's.
She described dancing with you, and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have bath, possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating, because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat.
There's a bulletproof defense right there, Prince Andrew. Yep, you've really convinced us now. You could literally see on his face those old senile gears in his head turning, firing on all cylinders, turning on the turbo afterburners to come up with any excuse possible, and he drums up the dumbest fucking one imaginable. You could hear him stuttering like a child in elementary school got called on to read a book out loud in front of the class, and then he comes up with, well, that can't possibly be correct because I don't sweat.
Or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was, oh, actually, yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
Well, there you have it. That's ironclad, watertight. Throw the whole fucking story out now. Clearly, this man is such an adrenaline junkie, such a seasoned veteran, battle-hardened, gladiator, warrior, championship monster man, fighting on the front lines of battle, eating bullets for breakfast for the sake of his country, and his body is no longer capable of producing sweat. An autonomic function of the body is now just rendered useless to this man's chiseled grease. I mean, it's laughable when you think that a man like him is capable of sweating after everything he's been through. To accuse him of something so mundane as sweat, it's laughable. Laughable. You know who else doesn't sweat, Prince Andrew? Reptilians. Something to think about.
And I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat. And it's only because I have done a number of things in the recent past that I'm starting to be able to do that again. So I'm afraid to say that there's a medical condition that says that I didn't do it, so therefore.
Well, science doesn't lie. To be fair, I also very rarely sweat, even if I work out really hard. Some people just sometimes have a hard time sweating. You know who's not one of those people? Prince Andrew. It takes one simple Google search to find thousands of pictures of this man sweating like a fucking faucet being turned on. This fucking boomer sweats more than a hentai lover in church. I don't know why he would tell a lie that is so easily thrown out by just Googling Prince Andrew sweat. It's fucking stupid, man. What a horrible goddamn lie.
Do you know you didn't meet her, or do you just not remember meeting her?
No, I don't know if I've met her. But no, I have no recollection of meeting her.
That's gotta be such a sad question to get asked. Are you sure you didn't meet her, or is it possible you just don't remember meeting her because you're such a high-level fucking senile boomer?
She provided a photo of the two of you together.
Yes.
Your arm was around her waist.
Yes.
You've seen the photo.
I've seen the photograph.
How do you explain that?
I can't.
Well, you can't argue with that. It's pretty useless when the question is just answered with a, I don't know. Like if my girlfriend came home, Charlie, why is there the crusty sock in the laundry room and pubic hair trimmings in the sink? I have no idea. I don't know who's done that, perhaps a burglar. He must have come in and trimmed his pubes in our sink and jerked off in a sock. Just not getting any answers out of him throughout the rest of the interview. It's just kind of boring from here on out. But I just really wanted to talk about the I don't sweat line. I don't know what the allegations even are against Prince Andrew. I don't know what he's accused of. All I know is that anyone in the world that's ever told a lie, which is everyone out there, can immediately recognize all of that leading up to the I don't sweat and the I don't sweat as a really shitty lie that anyone would be embarrassed of. That's the kind of lie you'd tell in high school and lie awake at night just cringing about into your 30s. Yeah, it's like, and the way he gets to it with the stuttering, sounding like Patrick Starr going about Man Ray. I don't sweat. It's just fucking, it's sad, you know, that's the lie that he chose. The fucking I don't sweat. It's a classic. And yeah, that's really just about it. So yeah.